my hypothesis going into this was that there would be more men interested in speed dating than women. And it turns out that that's very not true. I've only had one man submit an online interest form, and I've had 25 women.
Do you know what? There's no more being down. Let's get the show on the road. Right, let's crank the tunes up, everyone.
It's time. Let's do this. It's not going well so far.
If you're single and you've had enough of dating apps and you really want to start meeting people in real life, you might have considered going to a singles event. And tonight is the first one that I've ever been to. In fact, I'm hosting it. As humans, we all crave connection. And whilst it seems to be fine to jump on the dating apps, there seems to be a little bit of a stigma around singles events. That made me super curious to see how this would go. Conversation was flowing, connections were made, friendships were made. This lovely young man brought me a sparkling water and a marshmallow. I mean, my night was made. But seriously, my night was made.
I enjoyed it too. It's been a lot of fun.
Have you ever considered coming to a singles event and you're too scared or you're feeling a little bit nervous? I'm telling you right now that you have to come. This has been so much fun. You won't regret it. Get off the dating apps. Come and meet people in real life. You never know what might happen. You might find love.
I think it's hard for a lot of women to understand that men are very goal oriented. They're very, this is what needs to get done. Boom, 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 boom. Women like to hang around. They like to do that type of stuff. So going to these types of events, it's fun for them. It's recharging and rejuvenating for them because they get to get out of the house and see other people. And if the main goal wasn't accomplished, then they don't care. But unfortunately, men don't live in that same world. What has to be done has to be done. And so they kind of sort of take that approach to dating sometimes, right? Do you have to be over the top? I got to get this done right now. No, you don't. But just continuing to spend $50 over and over again at the very minimum for these dating events, and then not having a chance to to find anything. After a certain time, people are going to be like, man, I know for sure that I'm not going to find anything like that. Oh, just come out, man. One day it's going to happen. It's not. It is most likely not. And I really don't want to spend the money to see, to be honest with you. That's where most men are. I'm sure you're a nice person. Sure, the event was great. I think she said she had a lot of people at the event, but I don't see a lot of men going to do it just because it over and over again, just to hang out and just to mingle. We can find something that I actually want to do for cheaper, or if it's the same amount of money, that I'll actually enjoy doing it.
Okay, we are in San Francisco for a singles event at Spin in partnership with this thing called Jigsaw.
Okay, so it was 90% women, and
if you like women,
gorgeous women,
there.
yes.
Go there.
But we over here doing matchmaking? Here's the ticket price. $775 to come to, I think it's in Texas, and go hopefully meet somebody.
Oh, hell no!
I have had 2 guys go from trying to talk to me to talking to my mother.
Come with me as I try out a singles event in Sydney.
Live from the Parkhouse bathroom, we're going to a speed dating event.
This video is for all the single men that live in Chicago, and we have almost 100 people RSVP'd, but we're looking for more male attendees.
Is anybody else insatiably lonely all the time? Let's talk about becoming unexpectedly single in your 30s.
Last night I did speed dating in Santa Monica, and I actually didn't get any guys' phone numbers at the end of the night.
They ended up being more girls than the...
Hello, fellas, fellow girls. So you want to get invited to a singles event in New York City? Well, I'm hosting, so don't worry. Everybody's invited. Make sure you're checking out on Instagram, and I will have more information there. We will be having a Halloween bash next. Make sure you're following. Bye, love.
My friend suggested I go speed dating. I'm like, that's for people who are really desperate. So I went. Speed dating's where you go on miniature dates with several different women, and you can either meet someone or get rejected 30 times in a night. It's like 4 years of high school wrapped up in a couple hours.
I don't want to steal drugs from my father. I don't want to go inside a monster, and I don't want to die. I think it's worth a shot. Yes, I agree. Let's do it. So I'm trying to put myself out there a bit more and not try naughty steps. So I've signed myself up to a singles event.
To whether you're in a situationship or you're in a relationship is talking to another girl. This is what you're gonna do. I've been trying to debate if I'm gonna be like the soft girl and say this, or if I'm gonna give it to you really, really harsh. Maybe I'll make it part 2 and do both. The Aries in me is the villain, so I'm trying to do what's in your best interest. I would delete all the paragraphs that you're about to send him. Don't even shed a tear. I wouldn't even think twice about this guy. You know why? Because a guy who has to talk to multiple women and make multiple women question themselves and be like, who's that person? Or who's this? Or what's that? Or what's going on? Or whatever. That's an insecure man. A person who is talking to multiple women is an unavailable man. You can try all day long to convince yourself, well, he told me. I don't care what he told you. I'm looking around, I'm trying to find the forgive. I don't care what he told you. It's not about what he told you. That's the whole point. The whole point is he is talking to multiple women because one person is not satisfying him. They can tell you all day long you are who they want, but if they do not want to slap a title, they do not want to date, if they have another girl, if they are not living up to your standard, why would you want them? Like, can you imagine yourself getting married to somebody who doesn't value the woman that you are? Like, you want a man to put a wedding ring on your finger. You want this man to be in the same room as when you deliver his child, but he's playing mind games now. Why would you want that? Even if he doesn't act like he's playing, do you think he doesn't know what he's doing? Like, the fact that you didn't even know about this girl until now, and even if you just caught it like right away, they were still in the picture. This man is not available. Please save yourself the time and the energy and the heartbreak and the stupidity on their part. You know, like, if they want to be stupid, let them go to Amy, Becky, and Lisa. Not you. You're not playing his game. Refuse to play the game sometimes. Sometimes it's fun when you don't have emotions, when you don't have feelings. It's like, whatever. But when you start to catch feelings and this guy is still not respecting you enough to tell you what they want, or if they are in a relationship with you and they don't respect you enough to settle only with you and they're like playing games or cheating or whatever, why would you want that? Why would your future self be happy with your decision now? It's literally the chemicals in our brain, like, tricking ourselves that we actually like them when it's probably lust over love, to be honest. Most of the
So let me get this right. It's fun until I'm not having fun. Is that what I heard right? Oh, don't play this game. Don't allow him the satisfaction. Don't give him anything. You do whatever's best for you. Do whatever you need to do. Well, you can play the game if you want to, but if you get tired of playing the game, then really stick it to him. Could that be why you're in this position right now? Is because you're out here doing the things that you should not be doing, and men said stop doing that, and you decided to do it because it was quote unquote fun? And men keep on telling y'all following y'all's emotions right down the wrong path.
Biggest curses you can put on your dating life is texting a girlfriend, let's go out and meet cute boys this weekend. I don't know what it signals out into the universe, but it literally puts a complete curse on you. You will go out with your friends and you will not meet anyone. It's like The Walking Dead. It's like there is no one for days and you're not approached, and then you put all of this effort and you're like 7 espresso martinis in and you go to sleep with like a mid-heart attack and you're like, why did I make that effort? In my experience, I have only met guys when I am either dining alone, going somewhere alone, when I feel more approachable. And I think that it's something about like men being afraid to approach women, like large groups of women. And I think about it, and like whenever I'm with my girlfriends and we're like, let's go out and like, let's go get dressed up. You're sitting at a table. You're not really approachable. You're not really doing anything. Like, what do you expect a guy to just like come to your table and want to talk to you? You're so much more approachable and like relaxed when you're just yourself. So do not text your girlfriends this weekend. Let's go out and meet cute boys. Trust me, it never works.
The problem I have with this is, the portion of her saying, let's go out and meet cute guys, which, I mean, I think a dude would be like, hey man, let's go find some baddies out there. Let's go find some good looking women out there. Some fine women. You know what I mean? I get it. Right. But there's no caveat on what you're actually looking for. And most of the time, it's assumed that you want to have fun. And when we say fun, we mean like you're only with them for that one night or maybe like a couple of nights. Y'all do the thing and then hang out the next day, or maybe y'all see each other for that week and then you go on about your business. This is what men are trying to get away from, this type of ideology where let's go meet cute guys. Great, fine if you were actually looking for a partner, but like a partner is secondary for y'all. Y'all are really looking to, like I said, have fun. And then if you were to luck up and find somebody along the way, then that's great. Unfortunately, a lot of times y'all just get the fun, and then while you're getting the fun, you rack up a body count. And so now you're back in the position of, let's go meet cute guys. Why can't I find a cute guy, a man that wants me? Well, because you spent your time having fun and racking up bodies, and now no man, any respecting man, doesn't really want you anymore.
I debated if I even wanted to make this TikTok, as it's somewhat vulnerable to me and kind of hard to really get my feelings across. But, you know, if people relate to this, it could, you know, transpire into something, good conversation, support, all this kind of stuff. But for the people that are 35, probably more so women, 35 plus, who, you know, they're just like content being single. How? I am 37 and I have definitely struggled in the dating world. You know, I haven't been in a long-term relationship in quite some time, about 5 or so years. Definitely shorter term relationships I've gone on and off with, 3 months here, 4 months here, 5 months there. This last one, really just bummed me out, as I really thought, you know, we tried twice that. Anyways, beside the point, you know, I want to make the point, like, I've been in therapy for years. I truly, truly, like, love myself. So I really don't want people being like, work on yourself and, like, become, like, love yourself. Like, I'm very hyper independent. I grew up an only child primarily. I had to learn to love being by myself and loving who I am. I love to solo travel. It's liberating. Sidebar, if you haven't done it, I highly recommend anyone do it. I have the most great friend support system in the world. But at the end of the day, and I want to just be content being single, but at the end of the day, I yearn for a companion. I yearn for a romantic partner. And there's times where I'm like, oh, I got to get to that point where I just don't, it's just not on my mind, where I accept like this could be, and be okay with everything else in my environment that is positive. But I'd be lying to myself.
Call from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63% of men under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men say they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman, is the question.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
63% of men.
I think they're cheap.
Yeah, they just ain't got no money.
They don't have money, which you should get your money up before you start.
They don't have any money for you, if that's what you mean.
So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat,
right,
than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
That's a sad reality.
I disagree.
And the fact that you talk about men staying home and doing that, when you can literally get online and find toys for women, we don't need. That's so weird to me. How y'all be talking about and trying to shame men for doing the exact same thing that you're doing. Oh man, you need a woman. Oh, you trying to get off by yourself. And women are praising themselves. They're celebrating themselves for doing the exact same thing. You got toys in the TikTok shop for this specific thing. Like little covert toys where you can hide it in a freaking pillow. A couch, like a throw pillow on a couch. And you have the nerve to shame men for doing the same thing that you're going to do.
What is it with men these days and not wanting to date?
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a Fishing for Love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man.
I left my boyfriend and I've been traveling for 10 days and I've slept with 22 people in that 10 days.
Something is wrong with you!
My goal was 20 and I just hit 22 this morning. It's 1 p.m. now here in Paris and I need to check out because I'm going home. I really doubt I'm going to get another 1 on the board either on the plane or like on my, I think 22 is where we're going to cap it out.
Part 2 of why men don't come to brunches.
That I got of angry black men dogging us out so bad, saying how we want y'all to pay for stuff and just the lies. If I'm inviting you to a brunch, that means me and my girls already got our tickets and our tables. What do we need your stuff for? What's that little money gonna do? Majority of the women making more money anyway. So why would I care for that? All I said was, we want to hang with y'all. Why I can't say we want to hang with the black men? Why can't the black men come enjoy a brunch with us and chill and just eat and have a good time? You be home by 6 and watch the game. Why would y'all rather choose being with all men? I never seen a world where men be so thirsty to just be with men and not women. And complain when women invite y'all to something. We just want to have a good time with y'all. Why y'all so mad at us?
That is a crazy statement. I've never seen men so thirsty to be around other men and not around women. Which is it? Do y'all want men to have friends or not? A man could be minding his business and do be minding his business, and y'all still got something to say. Close your mouth.
We just left the event.
So bad.
I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
No, it was actually.
We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished,
like
or
it felt like a sick joke. I was like literally thinking to myself, like, why am I like, how did I get here?
How did I get here?
Anybody else like insatiably lonely all the time? Like what happened since that none of us hang out or see each other anymore? No, it's not just me. I keep seeing like we're in a loneliness epidemic. I talk to my other friends who I don't live near and have the same problem. So like, how do we fix it?
This video is for all the single men that live in Chicago and don't have plans this Thursday. My name's Ashley Coates and I throw singles events almost every Thursday around Chicago. This week, we're going to be in Lincoln Park at Parlay, starts at 7:30, and we have almost 100 people RSVP'd. But we're looking for more male attendees. So if that's you and you want to attend, head to the Thursday dating app. You can purchase your ticket and I'll see you there.
For how severely screwed my life up.
Single in Los Angeles. Well, like, guess what? Throwing the biggest and the best chaotic singles party yet. Truly, it's the biggest venue I've ever worked with. And it's my favorite bar, Harlow, August 12th. Shit is going the down. An amazing sponsor coming on board. I'm raffling off some really cool prizes. We're going to have a lit DJ and it's your last chance of finding love before cuffing season. So don't fuck this up. Thank you so much. Bye.
I'm 32, I'm hot, and I'm single. At this point in my life, and actually regardless of your age, I just believe it's good to do a little self-introspection. So I've been doing a lot of that related to romantic relationships this week. Yes, I do believe I haven't met the right person. I don't believe that timing has ever been right for me. With that being said, there also have been relationships that have never progressed further. And why is it that they haven't? It's okay to sit and wonder in that. As I've been thinking about that this week, something that has just felt very strong within my body is actually, it's brought up my deepest fear, my deepest insecurity that I'm unlovable. And because I've always let that fear be on the forefront of my mind, I've never allowed myself to be vulnerable with somebody to let them truly in to see me.
That's a great story. It's a fantastic story. Unfortunately, too many modern women realize that introspection and self-awareness is an essential tool, an essential part of life in romantic relationships a little bit too late. While most men are having to figure this lesson out, whether they want to or not, in their early 20s, I'll dare say even in their mid-20s, right? I dare say in high school. They're having to figure that out at that age. Y'all waltzing through life, just not really paying attention to a whole lot. Well, how do you know that? Because y'all be saying it. I don't want to pay attention. I'm not going to pay attention. This is the only stuff that I care about. And y'all take that attitude offline. And then y'all get yourselves into trouble. And then about 20 years later, when you're approaching 43, 44, and you haven't found the person that you want to be with, Then all of a sudden you want to slow down and take a beat and see what you did wrong, what you could have done better. Time to do that was I give you late 20s, to be honest with you. I give you mid to late 20s when you should have been doing that. I'll even give you 30 when you should have been doing that. But y'all be way, way out there. Y'all don't even slow down to think about it. Y'all wait till y'all like 45, 50 years old to think about what y'all should have been doing, could have been doing, would have been doing.
So I'm trying to put myself out there a bit more and try not to use apps. So I've signed myself up to a singles event, which is in the museum tonight. And I wanted to document it just in case it's like really good or just in case people wanted to try it and see what it's like or share different experiences. So yeah. And my content's a little bit boring because I'm not meeting people, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try and video it if we're allowed. It's called Mingle in the Museum. Didn't say what age people were. I know it's sold out, so fingers crossed it's a goodie. It also goes to 11 p.m. and being a nana like me, I am in bed by 8. So we will see how we go. I've also been single for almost 4 years. Just had really shit luck. And I'm not dating to hook up. It's hard out there, man. It's hard out there. So we've just parked up at the event and the only people we've seen are above the age of like 40. Yeah. So wish us luck. So we're midway through. We're halfway through. We've had people come up to us. Yep. We've had people circling like vultures. Unfortunately, I haven't noticed anyone that I wanted to talk to, but it's a pretty cool concept. Yeah. We're currently sitting in the museum. Yeah. And we might wrap up soon. We're now going home. We both talked to a dude each for a long time, so we think that's sort of successful. We got numbers. We got numbers. Right. Good night. Peace out. Sure.
Meet me to my first singles mixer event in Toronto. This dating event was hosted by Flair Events at the 5th Social Club. As we got inside, we chose bracelets in colors for our love languages. It was such a nice venue with a nice bar, so I got myself a little drink, put my name tag on, and started socializing. You could feel that everyone came here with the intention of finding genuine connections because it was so easy to talk to anyone. They also had a lot of games, which were so much fun as a conversation starter. It's definitely a better alternative to dating apps, so if you're interested in more than just swiping, then you need to experience dating with Flair.
My second self-speed dating event at Lucky's Cocktail Lounge, and this is how it went.
Come speed dating with me.
I feel like we need
Getting nervous now. It's not going well so
No, let's give you that. We're going to go because I'm really feeling it. But,
oh, really?
Yeah, thank you, though.
You should have gone the younger age.
I know.
Single events than men, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know why that is the case. Men have totally checked out. You have to work 10 times harder than your grandfather to get a woman who is a 10th as good as your grandmother. It's not worth it anymore.
It's the only world out there for a toy.